The hearing been given in the time, form, and manner as required by law. And do you have the affidavit on file?
Notice has been given and an affidavit is on file.
Have you received any communications on the matter?
No communications have been received.
Is there a staff report on the matter?
Yes, Mr. Damian Pipkins, Grants Coordinator, will give the staff report.
Briefly, Mr. Pipkin.
We'll keep it brief. Good afternoon, Mayor, City Council members. We're here to approve the 5th Consolidated Annual Action Performance Report for the 2012-2016 Consolidated Plan. And this plan basically details how we use the Community Development Block Grant and the Home Investment Partnership Act funds. This year, we were able to reconstruct 37 streets in CDBG eligible areas. We housed 37 seniors and permanently disabled persons in affordable housing, and our senior housing development at 502 through 508 Eucalyptus Park is under construction and going to be available for occupancy around the summer of 2018. And we assisted landlords and tenants with their disputes, over 500 people, and we continued to service our seniors with senior meals. And although the funds have been reduced over the last few years, they've been stable, and we continue to strengthen the city using our community development block grant funds and home funds.
Thank you. Are any persons present who wish to address the council on this matter? Public comment portion is closed.
Mayor, I move 2 and 3.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Count-
Comment, Mayor, if you don't mind.
Oh, yes.
So I just follow up with the vision for the city of Inglewood. I want to make sure it's on the record that part of the analysis and the plan we're moving forward on covers you'll provide financial and development incentives to owners and developers of multiple housing, provide and expand assistance for low-income households, and that you will work with the Housing Rights Center to monitor any complaints, and you will participate in investigating predator lending, and also you're going to promote acceptance of Section 8 program by property owners. I think that's critical. I want to make sure I was on the record. Thank you, Mayor.
Madam Clerk.
Council members Dotson.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Franklin.
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
Aye. Consent calendar items 2 through 17.
So moved.
Second.
Excuse me, hold on. 2 through 16.
So moved.
Second.
Madam Clerk.
Council members Dotson.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Franklin.
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
Aye. Item 17 and 18 have been pulled. DR1 and DR2 have been pulled. SPH 1.
Staff report requesting that a public hearing be set to consider zoning code amendment 2017-02 to Chapter 12 of the Inglewood Municipal Code to modify private exterior balcony deck and patio regulations.
Set the public hearing for January 9th, 2018 at 2 p.m. A1,
Thank you, Mayor. There's no oral reports from the city attorney.
DM1,
Oral report from the city manager.
CC1.
Yes, Mayor, thank you. The city clerk just wanted to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. And she also asked, Mayor, if you would close the meeting in honor of Mr. Arturo Frazier. He was such a great guy in the community and a wonderful human being.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. That completes my report.
CT1, thank you. CT1.
Thank you, Mayor. Just wanted to announce that the City Treasurer Student Intern Program, we just concluded it, and we'll be having the plaque presentation this coming Thursday. Also want to say a special thanks to Chris Jackson, who brought several people from his department that gave an excellent presentation, and also Francine Jackson from the ITC department, who gave an excellent tour and also an excellent presentation of her particular department. And would like to also point out that the students did very well on the exam. Most of them did. We've never accepted that many before. We at one point had as many as 45 students. Generally, the program has been limited to no more than about 20 students. So it was interesting, but anyhow, I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I also took a number of comments from the students who made suggestions for improvement of the program, which were very good. So that is much appreciated. That concludes my remarks.
Thank you. That would bring us to Inglewood Successor Agency, and the agency is open, CSA 2.
Yes, Mayor. Approval of the minutes of the successor agency meetings held on October 17th, 2017, October 24th, 2017, October 31st, 2017, November 7th, 2017, and November 14th, 2017.
Second.
Madam Clerk?
Successor agency members Dodson,
Aye.
Padilla, Morales, Franklin, Successor Chairman Butts.
Aye. Adjourn the successor agency. The Housing Authority is already in session. H2.
Approval of the minutes of the Housing Authority meeting held October 17, 2017, October 24th, 2017, October 31st, 2017, November 7th, 2017, and November 14th, 2017.
Second.
Madam Clerk?
Housing Authority members Dodson,
Aye.
Padilla, Morales, Franklin, Housing Authority Chairman Butts.
Aye. We'll close the Housing Authority. The Finance Authority is already in session. F1.
Approval of the minutes of the Finance Authority meetings held on October 31st, 2017, November 7th, 2017, and November 14th, 2017.
Move approval.
Madam City Clerk?
Finance Authority members Dodson,
Aye.
Padilla, Morales, Franklin, Finance Authority Chairman Butts.
Aye. Adjourn the Finance Authority. I believe the Parking Authority is in order, but I'm going to call it to order just in case we didn't call it.
Yes, sir.
Is there quorum?
Yes, a quorum is present.
B1.
Approval of the minutes of the Parking Authority meeting held on October 31st, 2017, November 7th, 2017, and November 14th, 2017.
Second.
Madam Clerk?
Parking Authority members Dodson,
Aye.
Padilla,
Aye.
Morales, Franklin, Parking Authority Chairman Butts.
Aye.
Mayor, just for a point of clarity, can you reconfirm that the Finance Authority was in fact called to order?
I did call at the beginning of the meeting.
Yes, sir, you did.
Thank you.
Yes.
Any person who wishes to address the City Council on any matter connected with city business not elsewhere considered may do so at this time. 1 minute.
Holidays, Mr. Mayor, City Council, Executive Staff. I'd just like to introduce myself. My name is Vidal Marsh. I'm a member of Fuse Inglewood, and I'd like to read a press release from an event that we've started in conjunction with the business owners and citizens of the city. On December 4th, Fuse Inglewood, in conjunction with Fuse Ecology, Eighth Wonder Media Group, La Bella Chauffeurs, and the Creative House of Inglewood have teamed up for our first annual Sock It to the Cold sock drive to benefit the homeless and need-based of Inglewood. Our goal is to collect and donate 10,000 pair of warm new socks to the Midnight Mission of Inglewood. The retail value of these socks would be in excess of $35,000 in financial impact. Why socks? Rarely are new warm socks donated to missions or homeless shelters. The number one requested clothing item in Skid Row, an area of downtown, is socks. Warm socks help reduce the level of infection and overall sickness, especially during the winter and cold, wet months. The home of our first annual sock drive will be at the Creative House, located at 122 North Market Street in downtown Inglewood. The gallery hours are 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday, and we're accepting them now through March 28th of 2018. A large donation cylinder will be placed out front for the gallery for easy and quick drop-off. Fuse Inglewood is a collaborative effort of Inglewood residents, business owners, community, and entertainment professionals coming together to program exciting music, soulful integrations, and cultural events along with leading social impact.
We're at time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Conscious objector. I hope you read. Military notifying FBI, not notify FBI of 24% of criminal acts. VA did not report 90% of problematic doctors and providers. VA hired doctors with spotty past. I've been preaching to you people for the longest. Calling this an ethics issue, it's not, as treason. You do not mess with federal documents. And those of you like Maxine Waters and the rest of them that you go to help you, the people we elect to represent us, that say, oh, we didn't know. If you're vetted by the United States Air Force, they have an answer for that. When they authorize you, you signed off that you understood. And if you didn't know and you say it, you should have known. So you're guilty as a collaborator, co-conspirator, and you're committing treason. And anybody at your level under this new privacy thing you've been pushing since 1977, after Vietnam, you're all part of the collaborators and sleepers in this program. And this thing will trickle up, or Reagan's, or trickle down.
Thank you, Mr. Parker. Thank you, sir. Hi.
Happy holidays, everyone. Yes, my name is Sylvia Santos, and I'm here on behalf of Mr. Butch Grimes. Many of you have known him as a constituent here. Hill State, for the past few years, he's pretty much invested in a gift wrapping celebration to benefit those with dementia. So we're sharing information about the upcoming event, which is this coming Monday from 5 to 11, and we would really be grateful if and I am submitting a few requests here. And pretty much it's just important, you know, that collectively we support and we really appreciate it. So just knowing that that day we're also going to have volunteers, we're going to have the press there, so that's definitely something that we're very passionate about. So that's why we're here with Santa, because, you know, we're doing what we can, each of us, to contribute to this.
Should have brought Santa up. Everybody loves Santa.
Right. Yeah, we do. We have T-shirts too for each of you. So he brought presents.
All right. Good to see you, Santa.
Here you are. I like to say hello to everyone and happy holidays to everyone. I'm working with Butch Grimes. I got involved 2 years ago because I have a brother in Oakland, California, suffering from dementia. And service in any way I can. Just for everybody in here to understand that if you're over 21, getting something for Christmas, I do run a check on everybody. See if you qualify.
Okay.
I find that people say they're qualified, but when I run a check, I'm here for your service, anything that I can do.
Thank you, Santa.
My name is Willie A.G. in the beautiful city of Inglewood. I want to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's to you. When I was born, I was saying Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And when I leave here, I'm going to be saying Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's. And I want to thank this council and staff for a terrific year. This city has grown so much unbelievable, and it's all because of you guys. And I love you for it. I just keep up the good work. I know you've passed some strong ordinance in this city to make it who it is. We had the greatest turkey giveaway this year, and we had the best Christmas trees and lighting we ever had in this city. And I'm so proud of it. As Park and Recreation Commissioner in this city, I'm just so proud of you people, the way you're working and the way you're taking care of business in this city. And as long as you're doing your job, believe me, there will be no end to success. Thank you very much for a fantastic, great year.
Thank you, Mr. Agee.
Yes, sir.
Applaud for him. With that, we'll close public comment and council comments. Councilman Dodson has one in District 1. He's not taking 3 minutes today.
I'm going to use all my time, so Padilla won't get none. First of all, I'd like to say thank you to my my council members, the staff, everybody that works at Inglewood. We had a wonderful year, just like Ms. Aegis just said. It's one that you would only believe if you were here to live it with us. It's something that I knew could happen many years ago, but it didn't because we never had the right people. So I'm very proud to be a part of this council and this city. We're just getting started. The other thing, I want to thank everybody that had anything to do with my toy drive. This was the biggest and most successful toy drive I've ever done. I had enough toys where I could share with other folk. I had all my families taken care of, and I had toys and food left over to give to others. So I want to thank everybody that had it, and especially my assistant, Alicia. She worked very, very hard. I am telling you, she couldn't have done a better job. So my hat's off to her. Thank her very much. And she's having a little problem right now, but she will be back in the next week. So, Alicia, if you're looking, I appreciate you. Waiting for you to get back here so we can get busy. The rest of you have a great Christmas. Enjoy your family and friends, and we'll see you at the next meeting.
Thank you, Councilman Padilla, District 2.
Thanks, Mayor.
Yes,
What a
yes,
shot up there.
visuals.
What a shot. That's Councilman Dotson's toy drive. Man alive. And quite honestly, look, I had the privilege of attending Councilman Dotson's toy drive and Councilman Franklin's toy drive, and I know Councilman Franklin will touch on his. But and then I had mine on Saturday, and it's just overwhelming the amount of support that we have from the community that comes together so that we can help families in need, so that they can have a Christmas and have some toys to open, and also some gifts for the parents of these children, so they're not left out. So we are truly blessed, and I can say on behalf of the mayor and the council, just a huge thank you to everyone that came out to support the toy drives, the companies that help out in their special ways. I can't tell you how proud it makes me feel. And then the conversations that took place during the toy drive about the excitement of everything that's happened here in Inglewood. And this year we had such a tremendous amount of success, and we want to continue to carry that energy, that positive flow to the 2018 new year. But that's not just because of the work that the council and the mayor does. It's because of the staff that we have here in the city of Inglewood. We have staff that work hard, that are dedicated, and are committed to continuing to move Inglewood in the right direction. And boy, I'll tell you, they give 100% every single day. So I want to thank all the staff, and I want to thank the residents of Inglewood for believing in us and for having faith and trusting that we are looking out for everyone in the city of Inglewood. I also had the opportunity last night with the mayor to attend the Midnight Missions Home Light Family Living Christmas event. Very well attended. It was actually on the news last night, and the mayor went up and spoke on behalf of the city and did a tremendous job acknowledging not only the things that we're doing in Inglewood, but acknowledging that we have an organization like the Midnight Mission that's here in Inglewood and that's participating in everything that we're doing in our community. The tree lighting, wow. I mean, that says it, wow. It was tremendous. I want to thank Sabrina Barnes and her staff and everybody else on city staff that was a part of such a tremendous tree lighting ceremony. And if you haven't had a chance, go to the South Lawn and take a look at that beautiful tree that's there. It's just amazing. Also, Saturday night, we had a chance to attend the Inglewood Chamber of Commerce. I'm going to take Eloy's minutes. had a chance to attend the Inglewood Chamber of Commerce installation dinner. Great event, and congratulations to all those newly sworn-in board for the Inglewood Chamber. I would also ask the mayor to close in the memory of Maria Fragoso. I grew up with her sons in Santa Monica playing Little League Baseball and going to school together, and unfortunately she passed away last week, so Maria Fragoso, may you rest in peace. With that, have a Merry Christmas and have an outstanding New Year, and may God continue to bless you and your families. Thank you.
Councilman Franklin, Councilman Morales, unfortunately, there's only 5 minutes left between you.
Hey, well, I'm going to take my 3. First of all, let me thank everyone that was involved in the holiday tree lighting ceremony. I know the mayor and Mr. Fields were the leading entities, but the staff and the performers were outstanding, and the public came with the expectation and was not disappointed of all the blessings that we had. It was awesome. Weather was exceptionally great, but more importantly, the fellowship was even beyond that. So, again, hats off to everyone that was involved in that. I am now celebrating our 13th toy food giveaway, and we was able to meet our level of expectation and beyond. We were successful in blessing 150 families and nearly 200 kids. But also, we had, as my colleague said in District 1, we also had a surplus, and praise God we had that surplus because we had the unfortunate experience of having to embrace a family where their home was consumed with fire, and that we was able to have enough to be able to get the family back on their feet for the family itself, and then the family was not the owners of the property, so then we also worked with the family that owned the property to get them back on their feet. And I personally want to thank Chris Jackson and his team for assisting me between the planning department, getting the inspectors out there to be able to give the families a ray of hope that we are a team and we're working together. So hats off to the staff for that. I also want to acknowledge that the Friends of Inglewood Public Library had a holiday book sale over the weekend to help promote the program because reading is fun. It's an adventure, and they had a lot of nice books in which I plan to bless my grandkids with them as well. And then finally, I want to reach out to the Crenshaw Imperial Plaza, for they also had a special event this past Saturday where they had a chance to have photos with Santa, kids craft activities, they did face painting, they had a bouncing house or a jumper, and then they actually provided train rides, and they all were free. On that note, happy holidays to everyone. Thank you, Mayor.
Councilman Morales, District 3.
Just to drives. As a matter of fact, what we do is we help some of the targeted families that we recognize are in need right now. And one of the churches that last gave me a call and needed some toys at the last minute, I didn't have to go too far because Councilman Dotson actually, it was like a Christmas miracle. He calls me and he tells me he has a lot of extra toys, so tomorrow he's going to go with my assistant and deliver that to the church. So thank you, Mr. Dotson, for that. In regards to the tree lighting, I want to say it's getting better and better. We've reached another level thanks to, I believe, Miss Melanie McDade, who ended up bringing out some serious talent. And I saw Mr. Baron Davis there with his Black Santa. I saw the Rosie Greer. I saw there was a singer there that I forget the...
Melanie Fiona?
Fiona, yeah. So she ended up getting the talent, and that's part of what puts us to the next level. Of course, Mr. Fields and his team, Sabrina Barnes, Teresa, who actually puts up with us on that day, that she does an amazing job. And we're everybody. It's real nice when the city starts getting into the spirit. I got a chance to go to the Rosewood Block Club for what's called a Posada, which is a cultural celebration that happens during Christmas time in the Latino communities, and that was on Saturday night. It was beautiful. You know, of course, they mentioned Midnight Mission, and I just think that groups like that here in the city don't get the recognition that they deserve. I mean, that's, if you just take the time to just read what happens there, and I know Alex is usually real close to them, it's an amazing organization that we're fortunate to have here. And all of it is culminated here in what we've had is probably our greatest year in all my time here for sure. And I'm sure we could go back many, many years, and it would be tough to find a better year for the city than this year. And we will start seeing those results, even though we already recognize them, we know they're coming. It was a great year. So with that, it's a joy to just kind of say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and we hope you have just a blessed time with your family. Thank you.
I would have to tell you that, without a doubt, in my 45 years of public service, 26 of them with the city of Inglewood, I don't remember any city I've been involved with that's had a greater year than the city of Inglewood. Not only did we secure the Chargers in addition to the Rams and start negotiations with the Clippers and negotiating with the LA Philharmonic to bring the youth orchestra program here in a building designed by Frank Gehry. The culmination of the year was the Girl Scouts of America announced that they would leave Marina del Rey and purchase a building in Inglewood on North La Brea. I saw something different at the Christmas tree lighting ceremony that was actually made it surpass the ones that we'd done at the Forum, which were very nice events. It was more intimate. It was more hometown feeling. I felt like I was in Andy Mayberry. We had people in the city, solid citizens, that don't come to things at night in Inglewood, and they came out, and everybody just was ecstatic. Had a little girl, I think she was 9 or 10, and she tugged my sweater, and she said, "Mayor Bussey, can I talk to you for a minute?" And I said, "Sure, sweetheart. What can I do for you?" She said, "I just want to thank you for making our city someplace we can be proud to live." And that struck me hard. It choked me up because, it's one thing when you see that adults recognize that things have changed and they can be proud of where they live. But see, and it made me reflect on a broad panoply of phenomena that occur in different cities. One of the things I noticed when I came back to Inglewood was that the youth had very little respect for the city in the way they littered, threw their gum down, in the way that people dumped in the alleys. And what we've seen over the last 18 months, 2 years, is that stuff has started to decline. And when that little girl spoke to me, it struck me that the children in this city before didn't feel they had anything to be proud of that was worthwhile, and they treated it as such. So there is nothing greater that we can do than to provide an environment that nurtures children to grow up, to be proud and have a stake in where they live, to create a city where there is employment and dignity that awaits those that commit themselves. And we can't give that as a council. We can only help with you build that environment. And I've seen that environment take root in this building with our employees and the effort they give above and beyond what they have given in the past. And it's just been something amazing to see and live through. So with that, I'm going to close the meeting in the name of Arturo Frazier, who was an employee of the Urban League, and he was tragically killed in a hit and run in Compton, leaving a church on Atlantic Avenue the night before last, so I guess it'd be Sunday night. I received a call from Adrian Sears, former police commissioner, and asked that I check to see if it was true that he had been harmed, and I called the Compton Watch Commander, and they gave me the sad information. Close it in the name of Maria Fragoso, good friend of Councilman Padilla, and in the name of Della Reese Patricia Early, better known as Della Reese, an American jazz and gospel singer Her first hit in 1959 was Don't You Know. She starred in Harlem Nights across from Red Fox with Martin Lawrence in A Thin Line Between Love and Hate, and Elliot Gould in Expecting Mary in 2010. Most recently, she was the pastor of a church at 600 West Queen that I visited and spoke to the congregation often, and she was one of our historic Inglewood icons, and she will be missed. With that, we will adjourn, and everybody have a great, great holiday. Thank you.